Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the new Pokemon Select Trainer Team Series Typhlosion. Now this is Series 4 of our Pokemon Select figure line. So this is the Trainer Team Series, a Target exclusive. You can see on the side of the packaging we have some awesome illustrations of Typhlosion. I honestly love the Johto region. Totodile is definitely my favorite starter out of that, so hopefully down the line we can get a Feraligatr. I think that would do really well within this line. The back of the packaging shows the rest of the figures released in Series 4. I have already reviewed Dragapult, we're still waiting to find Samurott in store, and then Charizard has already been reviewed on this channel as well, so if you haven't seen those, be sure to check them out. So I think it's awesome that we're getting both Samurott and Typhlosion as articulated figures, especially since Legends Arceus had both Oshawott and Cyndaquil as starters, so I think that links up really well. And as you know, Pokemon Violet has Dreepy in there, so we're able to get a Dragapult. And you're probably asking, why is Charizard in there again? We already had that figure. Well, as you know, Charizard is a very popular figure, never goes out of style. Charizard's basically in almost every single Pokemon set. So we have new fans that are just getting into this line, and we have maybe some other fans that weren't able to pick these up. So instead of them missing an opportunity to pick up Charizard, they can still get another chance. So here is the barcode and the Target DPCI to help you track this down in store. It's currently available on the Target app, so I will have that link in my description. Here is Typhlosion out of the packaging, and this figure looks awesome. The sculpting is so good. The paint applications are great, so there's no bleed or anything like that. There's lots of joints throughout this figure, and in fact, this flame piece at the neck actually is removable. The stand is pretty traditional from what we've already seen with this Pokemon Select figure line. There are 3 segments to it, which will allow you to articulate the stand and pose the Pokemon in different positions. This figure stands really well, honestly. I don't have any issues or fears of it falling over or anything like that. It's built really sturdy, so I thought that might have been a concern, that it might be too heavy, that it could fall over, but that doesn't seem to be the case. While I'm here, we'll do a measurement. So from bottom of the foot to about the top of the ear, we're looking at about 5.5 inches tall. And at width of the arm, so from left to right, I'm thinking we are at 4 inches. So here, let's start with the head. You can see they have some great paint applications there at the eyes. They are printed on both sides and they look symmetrical, which is awesome. The mouth does have articulation. It can open and close. And you can see there is some paint details on the inside of the tongue and also the teeth. There's even an indent for the nose right there. You can faintly see it, but there is some nostrils there. And now, like I said earlier, this flame is detachable, but let's take a quick look at it. So it's actually sculpted really well. It's a softer type of plastic, so it's not hard or anything like that. But they did a good job making it seem like it is really coming out the back of Typhlosion. To remove it, it's pretty simple. There are like little pegs across the back of Typhlosion, and you can just peel it right off. Once you've taken it off, you can see the exposed red parts of Typhlosion, and then here are the little peg holes where the flame actually goes into the body of Typhlosion. So you can see there are 3 segments here, which should have some articulation. So starting with the head, we can move it upwards and downwards. Not a great deal of articulation there, but we should be able to spin the head. Yep, so we can have Typhlosion looking to the left and then also looking to the right. So this next segment here, we can maybe move it up and down. Not really a whole lot, but I can actually turn it from side to side, and that'll help Typhlosion look from left to right. So this last segment here is about the same as the rest. Can't really move it too much forwards or backwards, but I can rotate it from left to right, so that at least is pretty good. So from there, I can rotate the head a great deal amount. I can basically have Typhlosion looking all the way around for the most part. So I would have liked to have seen some more movement here at the neck. It doesn't seem like there's a ball joint in there. It just seems like it might be a swivel, which will allow Typhlosion to only really look left to right. So in a perfect world, I would have liked to have seen that, put a ball joint in there so I can get some more flexion looking downwards or upwards. So now as we look to this next segment here, this does appear to be on a ball joint, because now I can take Typhlosion and have Typhlosion, hyperextend backwards and then also flex forwards, and I can still keep that position as I rotate Typhlosion around. And honestly, that's so great to have that right here, so I can get a lot of range of motion moving around. I can have Typhlosion doing a lot of dynamic poses, and it would have been great to have that same treatment here at these neck pieces. It looks like there is ball joints here at the shoulders, so I can take the arm and I should be able to have a great deal of motion. It looks like I can almost spin it all the way around before some of the arm gets in the way of the body itself, but still, that is a great amount of motion there. Next part at the arm looks like it's on a swivel and a hinge, so I can move it forwards and backwards. decent amount of motion there. That looks awesome, and I should be able to rotate that part of the arm around. And then this wrist area has the same treatment. Looks like it's a hinge and swivel, so I can flex the hand forward. That's awesome. And then I can also flex it backwards. A great amount, honestly, that's great. And then I should be able to get a little bit of rotation from side to side. At the hips, it seems like they're on a ball joint because I could take that leg and I can kind of rotate it around just like so. I can't do a full 360 just because of the nature of the leg itself, but I can still do some like adduction and abduction flexion here. There are 2 more points of articulation, the first one being here at the ankle, so it looks like it's on a swivel, and I can take this and spin it all the way around. And then lastly, there is a toe joint, which is on a hinge, and that looks so great. That adds some extra details. Here's a quick pose of Typhlosion on all 4s. So yes, we can totally do it. The only issue is we don't have Typhlosion able to look all the way forward, but we can still get it on all 4 legs. We see Typhlosion pretty much only on 2 legs as it is within the animated series. So that's pretty much how I'm going to display this figure anyways. Here we'll take a look at the rest of the figures released in this Series 4 line, with the exception of Samurott, which that figure should be hitting stores sometime soon. Here's how Typhlosion matches up with our legendary birds. Now, I will have all the links where you can pick up all of these figures in my description below. And you know, I can't forget the ever beautiful Rayquaza. These figures look so good, and they're gonna display great in my collection. Okay, my final thoughts on the new Pokemon Select Trainer Team Series Typhlosion figure from Jazwares. It's an awesome figure with some great sculpting and paint applications. They were really able to capture the likeliness of Typhlosion from the animated series. This figure is very sturdy and built well. The flame piece at its neck is removable, which is an awesome feature to have. It comes with an articulated stand like the rest of the figures, and it has multiple points of articulation. My only gripe to this figure is that I wish there was ball joints at each segment of the neck. That would allow more articulation for Typhlosion, being able to look downwards and then more fluid to the left and to the right. But other than that, it's a pretty solid figure, and I think a great one to add to your collection. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Be sure to find me on Instagram, where I do toy photography, toy videos, toy hunts, toy deals, and all things toy related. Link in the description below. If you like this video and you want to see more of it, be sure to like and subscribe. It is free, and we will see y'all in the next video.